Hello guys, how are you doing? It's your homeboy Melon, the mastermind behind Bonjour Melon ici Philippines, the channel that you're watching right now. Okay, I don't know if you guys are hearing the news right now. I know. Friends, a lot of my friends that I actually know will come behind me and start shouting at me again that you're too kind. No, not kind, but what I will say, you're sucking too much. Well, not maybe sucking, but you know, you're sugarcoating too much the Philippines, blah 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 blah. This is an actuality again that's really put me in the position where I'm thinking, yeah, maybe stay in the Philippines is the right thing to do as foreigner. It's Sunday morning. We are going to have a little walk while talking. If you guys are in the Philippines, you should probably know that, well, I think in most of area, Sunday is the perfect time to walk a little bit. Definitely because most of people do not have work. For some people it's family time, and yeah, definitely the traffic is less. So my chores have been done long time ago, and that's the reason why I'm here for like 12 years now. When I say 12 years, like the country where I can stay, one of the country where I can stay in Asia, and I think meet everything for foreigner, like foreigner friendly, if you can say like that. A country that is foreigner friendly for foreigner in Asia, Philippines is really one of the top. Not necessarily because there is so much money here, like so much infrastructure and everything, but you know, in the sense that you have a little sense of freedom in a certain extent, and we all know that freedom do not have a price. So this video, I don't know if you have heard the news, but in Saudi there is a Filipino who passed away, and I think from what I hear from the news, it's because he killed another citizen from Saudi, and there is a death penalty that is very active. It's super active again in country like Saudi. So this video is exactly to tell you that right now, at the moment that I'm talking, the death penalty is not anymore something that is applicable, at least for now, in the Philippines. Why I'm saying that right now, because I think for me, one of the first things that I'm thinking whenever it comes to death penalty is living in a country where the death penalty is really in place is very dangerous. Not dangerous in the sense that you're going to do something bad and you're thinking of death penalty. No, for the simple reason that nothing is perfect, right? Nobody is perfect. There can be a trial about someone, and for some reason there is a mistake. And I have heard it already a lot of time in some trial where, you know, somebody spent several years in jail and then is released, and then you hear after that, no, he wasn't really guilty, it was just a mistake and stuff like that. So we know that there is a lot of things that's happening in that sense. What if the sentence here is death penalty, and at the end of the day you realize that maybe the person should not have gone through what he really have been through, in a sense that maybe he wasn't guilty, but the sentence have been given already and it's a death penalty. There is no turn back, right? It's like it's over. So even in my country, as I'm talking right now in Cameroon, it's still something that is written in the law, but it's not very active. Right now it's not very active. I think the last time that in Cameroon someone went under death penalty, I think that was I don't know, it's going to be probably maybe more than 20 years. I don't remember even for the last 20 years that somebody went under the death penalty in Cameroon. And in the Philippines also as well. Right now in the Philippines, I think for the 10 years that I've been spending here, I don't recall a case where someone went under death penalty. I think at first they removed it around 1987, if what I have read was correct. They abolished it around 1987, and then they bring it back again around 1992, somewhere there. And recently in 2006, they abolish it again. And when I went here in the Philippines, that's one of the first things that I tried to understand, that hey, is the death penalty is applicable in that country. Again, it's not in the sense here to promote any crime or, you know, or stuff like that, but I have always that that thought, or, you know, thinking that, okay, maybe it's good to give any kind of sentence to somebody as long as it's not a death penalty, because he still have a chance to catch up, maybe to prove something. Because in several cases we have seen some trial that at the end of the day the wrong sentence was given to the wrong person, right? So really, some neighbor countries are not joking. I mean, there are several countries right now like Saudi, where I was even reading some percentage, like 70% of execution around the world combined, 70% are coming from Saudi. That's a pretty huge number, and it's, well, you should behave and do the right thing right at the right time to avoid these kind of things. But again, you're human. People have argument in favor of the death penalty. Some people have arguments against the death penalty, but definitely, if there is one thing that I'm sure at 500% is that if a country has the death penalty still active, I probably think twice before living in that type of country, and I already give the reason why. So this is one of the reasons why I just think that another reason why Philippines is really, you know, foreigner friendly. To even go into detail, I have some example here where the same thing that happened in Saudi happened also here in the Philippines, where some foreigners were involved in the crime, where I think the latest one that I have here was, I'm not going to give the nationality to avoid any, you know, polemic and stuff like that. There was a foreigner, I think in Pampanga, I'm not really sure about the place, but it was also very popular. He went with a lady that he probably find at night somewhere in the bar or something like that, because obviously he didn't really know the person that much well. So he went with the lady, and then at the hotel he realized that on the next day that the person that he thought was a female, born female, was in fact a born male. And I think, you know, he lose control, and then he choked the ladies or the guy until the man passed away. I'm not really sure how it's there's an ambulance here. I'm not really sure how that things end, but one thing that I know is that he was sent back to US. Maybe there was some exchange or stuff like that. I mean, it's not that much my business, but definitely there were no death penalty for him here, and it's just because it's not in place anymore. So I don't know if it was in place, if you would have been sentenced to death. But you know, it's not just to, again, it's not just to encourage or give an excuse or stuff like that, but that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel like there is a tons of way that we can punish someone rather than, you know, just activate the death penalty. And especially that's really even my biggest fear. Whenever there is a mistake, or, you know, there is a wrong judgment, there is no, you know, you cannot go back. There is nothing that you can fix again. That's really the main point here. If you're asking me if I'm for or against the death penalty, I'm definitely against that. And as I'm talking right now, really, even in my country, it's still applicable. In several countries also in Africa, it's still applicable. But I think as much as possible, they don't execute people anymore in most of the country in Africa. Well, there are some, but very few countries where you're still going to see a hard execution. It's more on, they're going to sentence you to death, but they're going to commute it to life sentence. You know, life imprisonment, where you're going to spend the rest of your life in the jail. So yeah, I don't know with you guys. I don't know if you have heard that actuality. So let me know what you think about that in comment. I will be glad to hear from you. Whatever country you are, is the death penalty still applicable there? If not, why are you against or for it? While waiting, road to the 1K, we are very close to it. Keep liking, keep sharing. More importantly, keep subscribing. Beautiful afternoon. If you are here in the Philippines, every Sunday, it's really the time to walk and go around the park. It's really the time to, maybe if you want to walk around, that's really the good time, because there are less cars, people are at home spending time with the family. So if you want to have a sense of breathing a little bit fresh air, Sunday afternoon is your day in the Philippines. Okay, take good care of yourself. Bibala.